That's what you say when you get an awesome gameplay, but near the end you totally choke and you can't get to the finish line. And here's what I'm going to say about this gameplay you're about to watch. It's amazing. If I got the clutch when I had the chance, it would have been even more amazing. And if we actually won the game, it would just be like one of my favorite videos I ever put out of my gameplays. But I totally choked the chicken. Wait, isn't that an expression for jerking off? You know what I'm trying to say. Anyways, I start off the game where I'm a nice little pop shot and then a hip fire, and then he sponges because it's a cactus. I dodge a Hammer of Dawn. Boom, nice lighting, and boom, I could have got a triple, but Buddy took it. I don't have no hate towards him. You know, he's just doing his own thing. But if I got a nice triple to start it off, it would have been so amazing. And then later on in the what you call it, the game, when I get a clutch opportunity, I totally I get my head popped, so that kind of sucked. But whatever. But it would have just been amazing if I could have managed to pull off the clutch. I don't think I would have been able to. Maybe if I just totally went all out. To my right, there's flames over there. You know where the flame spawns is. If I just totally turned around and started gunning down in a narrow space, I probably could have totally kicked some ass and maybe even clutched it. I took out their leader, and then after that, I was getting lancered, and I just got popped. I thought I dodged him when I did the wall bounce. I was like, oh, I got past him, but he turned and shot and popped my head. I was like, damn, good shit. In the background, you probably hear my live commentary. I was trying to get some reactions from me, and I was also hoping to get a nice clutch and to get my reaction. I think I've only done that once. It was in that the playlist. What the heck was it? It was like a Nashers only kind of execution, but it was on Raven Down 24/7. There we go. But instead of sending us to Raven Down 24/7, it sent us to Checkout for some reason, and it's weird because when it sends you to another map, the power weapon will be on, and it's weird, but it's cool because the only reason I got that clutch, I think, was because oh no, the connection went bad. No, he's just being a dumbass. What the fuck? Okay. Had the digger. Alright, managed to grab it, and then the first kill. You'll see it on the Clutch Bacon 4, or my latest Fuck Retros montage of me getting that nice little clutch on checkout. Popped the Cantus head. Should have killed the other Cantus or instantly downed him, but he just sponges. Like, everyone knows the Cantus sponges. I call it the Cuntus, but yeah. What I face in Gears of War, my biggest struggles, is the sponge for sure. I've had opportunities where I could have got a Quinn, or I could have gotten doubles and triples and stuff like that, or clutches, and the guy just totally eats my shot, and it's just what? And it screws me over. And sometimes I'll get bullshit bodies, there's that 1v7 clutch I mentioned earlier, or I don't think I mentioned it. The one on Moo Milk's top 5 plays, 1v7 clutch. I turned on the sandbag and just bodied this guy. It was just unfair. Even I thought it was unfair, but that kind of makes up for the amount of times people have just eat my fucking shots. It's just, I don't know, it's ridiculous. I kind of want to switch internet service providers or something, just something to try and see if I can improve my connection, just so I can stand a better chance against tougher competition, or more competition, you know what I mean? If there's 3 people and I one guy sponges a shot, and then the next guy I body, but the first guy I just finished freaking shooting takes me out, totally screws my chance over for the clutch, or for getting a nice clip, or just for having a good gameplay going. The second thing I'd like to talk about that I struggle with in Gears of War first was the sponge, and then the second is, of course, some of the weapons, the start off weapons, the retro. I hate the retro, you guys know that. And the sawed off's not as bad, but it can still be quite annoying at times, where it's just they come out of nowhere in the middle of your fucking spine. Hey, you can hear my rage in the background. What you call it? Got a little upset there. Pardon me for losing my composure. anyways, let's just letting you listen to my live comm there for a second. It's pretty funny, some of the shit I say. Yeah, the second thing is just the retros and the sawed-offs, and power weapon camping is another thing. Like, let's say mortars was like a total ass kicker on this map, and people would just set up so they can hold the mortars down and just wait for it to spawn. You know, it's mostly done with the boom shot, but yeah, that's kind of annoying going up against really tough competition. The third thing I struggle with is these totally underrated players. Like, they just come out of nowhere. Like, I guess I would kind of be fall in that category too. Is, you know, you just come out of nowhere, next thing you know, you're just beasting on people, and they don't expect it, you know. And same with when I'm facing competition, it's just like there's some really good people in this game that just bounce all over the place and put shots at me. And I don't know, that's one of the things I struggle with, is the actual community. But I can't really complain. I actually give props to everyone who slaps me around in Gears of War. Unless it's with the retro or sawed off. You get no props if it's with the retro or sawed off. I also would like to ask you guys, who got you into Gears of War? I remember I got into Gears of War from the beginning. It was actually watching the commercial, like the very first Gears of War commercial. It was like that, you know, without a doubt. Focus fire on my mark. Revive me. Oh. As soon as I saw that commercial and bought the first one, played the campaign, bought the second one, played the campaign. But I didn't really play multiplayer online because Halo 3 and Call of Duty was where it was at, you know. You just knew how to, they knew how to make a matchmaking, and with Gears it kind of seemed slow, and it was, I didn't like that. It's kind of why I play quick match a lot in Gears of War, just because I want to get into a match and just constantly be in the gameplay, not just waiting for a match to start. So, yeah. So, yeah, leave a comment on how you got into Gears of War, or who invited you, or what part in the series, you know, you joined the community. I don't know. And another thing I want to talk about, this is just my opinion, is I feel like Epic Games had another map pack ready to go. You know what I mean? Like, the first one was Phoenix Rising, and then the second one was Forces of Nature. And don't get me wrong, they're amazing maps. Like Jacinto, it's like I think Jacinto's a downloadable one, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, I just feel like when you download that, what the heck is it? Zeta's, I don't even fucking know. Ram's Shadow? I think that's it. Yeah, I thought there was going to be a map pack after that, or released with it, and it was kind of disappointing only getting these two maps, because like, even if they just copy and pasted some of the fight scenes from Ram's Shadow, like the courtyards and stuff like that, and just gave us those new maps, it would just give us something fresh and something more. But for me, I feel like this game never really was finished, and yeah, it kind of sucks, because I think about like how much more fun it would have been if they added, like, I don't know, maybe 2 more sets of map packs, even if they weren't the greatest, like Forces of Nature and stuff. Like, they could have saved Forces of Nature for last, but I don't know. I always felt like this game was never completed. I guess that's why I kind of still play it, because it's just like, I know I'm just bullshitting myself here, but maybe one day they'll throw another map pack on just for shits and gigs, you know, throw some old maps from, give me a second. Give me a moment. Oh, this part sucks. I had him two times. I would have had him, and then, yeah, boom, instant down. Had an active, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, just the third map pack could have been old maps from Gears of War 1 or 2, like the favorites, and then do 2 more maps like that, and then save the very last one for Forces of Nature, which would have blew everyone's mind, because I know everyone likes it. The only maps they don't like was the heck is it, Artillery. That one's, it's awesome looking around at the scenery and stuff. Like, for every map it's like that, but when it came to what you call it, Artillery, just the way it played wasn't the greatest. So I hope when Gears of War 4 is released, they hear my message, you know. More maps, please. Hey guys, leave a like if you enjoyed the commentary and thought it was good. Comment on the questions I asked throughout, such as what started you off in Gears of War, or how did you get into Gears of War, And subscribe. I promise you my content's always getting better. The commentaries are getting better. The live commentaries are getting better. And my clips are always improving. Alright guys, take care. Peace.